joining, if you don't mind, just drop into the chat where you're from, where you are actually sitting right now, just so we can kind of see the support that we have out there from everyone and where everybody is located. Just drop that in the chat if you don't mind. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Chicago, we have Traverse City, Michigan, the Netherlands. Are you serious? Argentina, Japan, I see. Wow, this is fantastic. Look at all the people. England. Are you serious? Daytona Beach, Florida, Slovakia, Malaysia, good old Raleigh, North Carolina. Got a shout out to the 919. Love it. Love it. Oh my gosh, this is fantastic. Hello from Morrisville. Got some more Malaysia out here. Spain. Oh, this is great. Guys, thank you so much. This is amazing to see all the people that are here. We still have some more people joining. I will ask also, if you guys can, if you are part of any of our Lenovo resource groups, and it doesn't matter, wherever you are, if you are part of a Lenovo resource group and you just want to shout out the resource group, go ahead and drop that in the chat as well, while we are just getting things started and warmed up here. Got a Boulder, Colorado, more people from California. I mean, wow, man, it's early over there. Canada, this is fantastic. Ah, I see that, Will. I see Lyft, Blast, Mosaic. Oh, man, this is great. Mint. Okay, okay. China, awesome, awesome. Wow, this is great. I actually love it. Hey, if you guys don't know, and I did not say this in the beginning, I am Dexter Howard. I'm sitting here in Morrisville, North Carolina. This is a fantastic opportunity. I do see it's at 9:03. So, hey, let's go ahead and get this thing started. Let me go ahead and turn it over to Daniil to kind of set the stage for us and why we're all here. Daniil, I know you're our executive sponsor. I know you are excited about this opportunity and what we're going to share. Let me turn it over to you.
Thank you, Dexter. Hi, everybody. My name is Daniil Mahako, and I am Executive Director for Customer Operations and Global Accounts here at Lenovo. I am also proud to be the executive sponsor for our second Lenovo Month of Service event with the Othakarhaka Foundation, more commonly known as OTK, in Malawi. OTK's mission is to break the gender bias with kindness while building communities that know that a girl is never just a girl. I would like to start by thanking our planning committee. They have worked so hard to make this event a reality. I am proud to stand alongside such an incredible group of people. Tammy, Barb, Jen, Dexter, Caroline, Mauro, and Alberto, thank you. The energy you guys have put into this, your time, your commitment is making a huge difference. And together, we're going to prove what teamwork and heart can accomplish. And speaking of heart, I'd like to share with you a little bit about Malawi. Malawi is a small landlocked country in Eastern Africa. It is a peaceful country and it is very beautiful. It's also quite impoverished, and the average per capita income is less than $2,000 a year. It's called the warm heart of Africa, not because of the beautiful landscape or the warm weather, but because of its people. They are warm and kind and have the most beautiful smiles. I was lucky enough to experience this 2 years ago when my family and I visited Malawi and spent time with OTK. That experience inspired me to form a partnership with Lenovo, which we kicked off last year. As a result of our event last year, Lenovo donated $5,000 worth of refurbished laptops to OTK. And those of you who volunteered last year, many of you used your Lenovo volunteer funds to donated those to OTK, and some of you even made additional personal contributions. We encourage you to do the same this year. You will receive $5 for each hour that you volunteer. And so we encourage you, you can donate it to anywhere you want, but we encourage you to donate it to OTK, and we will send instructions about that out afterwards. The last thing we did last year, the most exciting thing, was we had a deliverable of videos which were intended to inspire the girls. We wanted to help them see jobs, professions, and possibilities that they might not have known existed or could even be real for them. We wanted to help the girls realize that they are just as smart as boys, that they are just as smart as girls elsewhere, and that they can write their own life stories. They have that power. And speaking of stories, in a little bit, we're going to use the power of AI to write stories together with the girls in Malawi. But first, I'm going to turn it back to Dexter for the next part of our program.
Thank you very so much, Daniil, for that. Guys, we have a fantastic agenda for you today. You see it on the screen right there. We've already gone through the welcome. We're going to touch on reconsidering mindset. So we have Professor Ted London that's going to come up here in a few minutes to reset our minds, right? Then we're going to hear from the wonderful people at the Othakarhaka Foundation. Ida Puliwa and Ted Mwango are going to join us. You guys will be able to hear this wonderful conversation that I will have with them as they just share a lot of the activities and the purpose of the foundation. And then the fun part is also right there at the end, that AI workshop that Daniil was talking about. This is going to be a fun time for the girls to be able to work with AI. And our volunteers will be able to spend some time with them as well. So a wonderful agenda that we'll go through and program that we have for you guys. So let me just stop talking for a minute and just prepare to turn this over to Professor Ted London. He is at the University of Michigan. He's the Ford Motor Company clinical professor at the Ross School of Business at the University of Michigan. So without any further delay, Professor London, over to you.
Great. Thank you, Dexter. That's a very nice welcome, but as I mentioned to the planning team, I'm not really important to this other than to set up kind of what's going to happen later. Let me see, I'm going to share this. All right. Hopefully you can see this. So I am absolutely delighted to be back. As Daniil mentioned, OTK is one of the most amazing organizations on this planet, and Ida and Ted are two of the most amazing people on this planet. So anytime they're anywhere, I want to be there too. I have my history, just, is I spent 2 years in the Peace Corps in Malawi. So what Daniil said about it being the warm part of Africa is very true. And I've been at this for a long time. I've been doing this 30 years, more than 100 countries, and Malawi still feels like my second home, especially when I get to see Ida and Ted. So I do this with a lot of love in my heart because it's an amazing country, it's amazing people, and an amazing organization. But when we were organizing this, one of the things we thought might be useful was to just make sure that as we get ready for spending time with Ida and Ted and engaging with the amazing girls, that we think about this in a way that might be most productive and most helpful for us. And as Dexter mentioned, what I really want to talk about is just the mindsets that we have, and make sure that we're starting in a place that allow us to be as successful as possible in this engagement, and then any future time with Ida and Ted and the wonderful girls they're supporting. So I'll just start with this. Can you guys envision a map of the world? Can you see it in your mind's eye? What does it look like? And then I'll ask you guys, what's at the center of the world, center of the map? So when you look at a map and you sort of, like, as you guys probably know, like when you go to a store or anywhere, what they really want is any product to be slightly above eye level. So that's what you see first. No one wants to be at the bottom, right? Because no one looks down that much. So can you type in, when you think about a map, and please don't write ocean because that doesn't help us that much. But what do you see when you think of a map? Like what's front and center? What do you see the most? I'm seeing North America. I see someone saying Orlando, Florida. I think hopefully that's a joke, but I guess you look for where you're from too, right? Middle of Europe. Yeah, so I'm not going to run this too long, but hopefully at least you're thinking about it. And actually, what's in front and center is usually dictated by who drew the map. So if the Americans draw the map, usually the US is kind of right at the center, above eye level, or if the Europeans draw the map. But if all the maps were drawn like this, so this is actually in my office, what's front and center now? And I think you could say that Africa is. Our colleagues in Brazil like this a lot too, by the way, and maybe even Argentina, although we're a little higher up there. And the idea is, if all the maps were drawn like this, would we think about the world just a little bit differently? Who's on top? Who's on the bottom? What's most important? And I think the answer is generally yes, but nothing has actually changed except how we look at the world, right? No one said north has to be up, right? If we flip the map up the other way and south is up, we don't fall off the earth, right? So just giving you a sense. So I want to take this idea and then kind of keep moving it. But I hope you guys will participate in this. And so I do this with my students. I'll have something called Slido in a minute. So hopefully you guys will be willing to engage in this, and there'll be a thing you can scan. But think about you and your day-to-day circumstances. And this is a simplistic view of the world in terms of their economic well-being. So the very rich people would be at the very tippity top of that apex of the triangle, and the least rich, or those with the least income, would be, at the very bottom. Where are you? Where are you? So think for a minute and pick a letter. And I really want you to pick something, and then use this scan to go into Slido and enter what you think you are. And if you look at your upper right, you'll see the 0 up here where it is. That tells me how many people have actually entered something so far, which is 0. So take a minute, get engaged, think a little bit about it. There isn't a right or a wrong answer. We're just trying to figure out where we stand. Dexter, how many people are in this meeting?
We have 49 plus all of us in the background, so 59 total.
So I'm seeing 29 respondents. So I might be able to outweigh you guys.
Ted, we do have a couple folks in the chat that have listed C and A. We have 3 people that listed C and 2 people that listed A.
Perfect. I see it. Thank you.
Sure.
All right. I'll wait a couple more seconds, and then I'll finish up the poll and keep moving.
We also have 1 E.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right.
E is 1. C is.
All right. So I'm going to write this down. D, C is 28. D is 33. C is 28. Oh. 35, 27. Dexter, I can't keep up with that.
Hey, it just shows the wonderful interaction.
All right. So we're sort of, it's a pretty even spread, maybe a lot of maybe a third in D, and then about maybe over, let's say over 50% in D and C. All right, so let me kind of keep moving and just think about what you put in. So let's just take a step back. How many people are on this planet Earth? Anyone want to venture a guess in the chat? How many people live with us on planet Earth? 8 billion. Others? 7 billion. Yeah.
7 billion.
12 billion. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Here we are. No one's quite sure. It's actually, no one's 100% sure, but it's around 8.2 billion people live on this planet with us. So where do all these people live, right? So I'm gonna, and I'm gonna use the example of Ann Arbor, where I am, but it could be anywhere on this world. So if you think about the U.S., does anyone know how many people live in the United States of America? Yep. Shankar, you're on top of all of this. There's about 340 million people, which totals about, give or take, 4% of the world's population. And then if you go a little deeper, I live in Michigan. There's about 10 million people there that I'm seeing a little more regularly. And that's about 0.1% of the world's population. And then my town is Ann Arbor. I don't want to do the math, but it's a teeny fraction of the world's population. So when you think about it, when all of us move around and we see the world, we only see a tiny slice of this world. And it's pretty biased because it's based on what we see around us. And for me, at least, I know that what I see around Ann Arbor and Michigan in the US is not particularly representative of what I see in the rest of the world. So it's really important to remember that, and that's not a good or a bad thing. It just biases the way we think about the world, right? So this is kind of giving you a sense of kind of where you fit in the world. And then this is, I guess it's a question for you to think about, right? How representative is your view of the world, given what you see on a daily basis, right? Are you really seeing what the majority of the world looks like and experiences? So this is just coming back to our ABCD framework. This gives you a sense broadly of how the world's population is broken up by income. So there are over half of the world's population, somewhere between 4 and 5 billion people, make less than $8 a day, or $3,000 per year, adjusted for purchasing power parity. So this gives you a broad sense of kind of how the world's population is organized, income-wise at least. So I'm not going to do it again, but if we were to do the poll again, where do you think you would be on the poll? And where would you line up? Would you still have the same response? And if I remember right, Dex, there was something over 50% said they were D and E.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any knowledge of your individual circumstances, so I cannot assess what, how comfortable you are with your answer. But the important thing is just to remember, that almost all of us are extremely privileged. And this is by Herbert Simon, a Nobel Prize winning economist. And basically what he said is the benefits of living in a well-functioning economy probably account for 90% of individual income. Another way of saying it is where you're born determines an awful lot of your fortune. And that's just a fact, right? So you guys are, everyone on this call, I'm sure, is wickedly smart, hardworking, committed, but you're also lucky by where you were born, right? And that's not a good or bad thing. It's just something to remember, that there are equally smart, hardworking, thoughtful, committed people that don't have the same set of opportunities in front of them that they can leverage. So what I want to do, and this is going to bring us to thinking about your engagement with Ida and Ted and the girls, is just we're going to use, for lack of a better term, this idea of the excluded and the isolated. A lot of times when we think about Malawi, particularly with what I did, TED do, is they're reaching people that are a little off the beaten track. So I don't want to say they're forgotten, because they're not, but they are isolated, and they have to make do with what they've got. So when you think about engaging these individuals, these communities, what words would you want you to carry with you? Or as I wrote here, like if you were kind of now engaging with a team and saying, okay, we're going to work with OTK. They're working with these amazing girls. What guiding words would you use to describe the girls, to describe the population? So you can type it in, Dexter. Maybe you can help me as they come in. What hopeful.
Hopeful.
I'm hopeful more words will come in.
Motivated. Strong and resilient.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Determined. Yes, I love that. Encouraged. Resilient again. Growing. Yes. Oh, yes. Smart. Confident. I like that. Ambitious.
Yeah.
Talented. Yes.
Danilo and team, you've solicited a great audience this year. It's pretty amazing. I'm willing to fighter. I love it. I love it. Thank you. So I do this a fair amount with organizations and companies, and these are the words that I'm going to share that I use. I view as colleagues, partners, and advisors, right? So there's a lot about what they could be, but I think that we have to remember what they are, right? They are just as smart, hardworking, and innovative as the people on this call. And if we go in with respect and see people, we're not, and I'll introduce you to Malawi and then just tell you what we're not and what we are. So Daniil showed you some pictures of Malawi. Here it is again. But I want you to take this mindset with you guys as you engage with Ida and Ted. So, you think we're here to help the isolated and excluded, right? I think you guys are getting a sense I might be setting you up, right? We're not here to help. We're here to collaborate. If we're here to help, that makes us the teacher. And what does that make the girls and Ida and Ted? If we're the teacher, they become the pupil. If we're the expert, then they're the learner. And that puts us in a position where you're really thinking about, and it gets a little bit paternalistic and assuming that all the knowledge and the expertise is with you. It doesn't mean that your efforts aren't helping them, but a much better perspective is, I'm not here to help. I'm here to collaborate with and engage and leverage the great things they know and the great things I know. And together we can do something that neither of us could have done alone. And I hope that, and talking to Neil and team, I think that captures the spirit of what you're trying to do here is you're not just here to help. You're trying to collaborate and leverage the best of what they have and the best of what you have to make something really new and creative and exciting. So this is my last slide. There's Ida at her office. I should have put in a picture of Ted too. I didn't think of that. But I need to remember to do that next time. Both are amazing. This is our time. This is your time. The world is what it is, but I do believe in the power of one, and that every individual has an opportunity to make a huge impact. And sometimes we look elsewhere, but I think we need to look internally and think about the power of one.
She's been single for 2.
So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to turn it back to Dexter. But Danilo and team, thank you for letting me come and share my thinking and hopefully set up what I believe will be an amazing engagement with 2 amazing people, Ida and Ted. So I'll stop here and turn it back over to Dexter.
Ted, thank you so much. I think you did a fantastic job on doing the place setting, right? Doing the place setting of why we are here, why this is so important. And now we're going to build on that place setting, right? Now we're going to put some plates and some forks and knives and a glass that we can all really be able to take in and understand this program better. The next two voices that you guys will hear are two very great leaders, and I mentioned them during the agenda. But we're going to hear from Ida Puliwa, who is the founder and also the executive director of Othakarhaka. And we're also going to hear from Ted Mwango, who is the director of programs. And what we're going to do probably for like the next 30 minutes, but we'll see how this goes, right? Is really just try to understand and learn more about the program and about what's going on in Malawi. So let me just ask and start out with a couple little warm-up questions, okay? And my first question is going to be to Ida. Ida, will you please just take a minute to tell us about yourself and then also tell us how you came up with the vision of OTK?
Thank you so much, Dexter and everyone. So my name is Ida Puliwa from Malawi. I'm the founder of Othakarhaka Foundation, which means passing on the kindness. So just for a summary, I founded this organization to empower girls' education and uplift the rural communities because from background, I was the first girl from my community to ever graduate from secondary school and go to university. So that means that girls were not valued and girls' education was not promoted. So I started this organization with that goal to empower more girls to go to school and empower the rural communities in Malawi. Thank you so much.
That is fantastic. Ted, if you're out there, I see the classroom, I see the girls, but please tell us a little bit about yourself and why you support and why you're part of this program. Uh-oh, they're getting the room ready. Look at Ted getting in front of the camera. Yes, I love it. Looks like you're on mute right now.
Here you go.
There you go.
Thanks everybody. My name is Ted. So I just want to echo what Ida has mentioned, that being in Malawi, there are quite a number of challenges. But I think the most excluded and like those the key group that we have actually seen over the years that have not been included in most of the programs have been girls because of the cultural backgrounds, traditional. So being born in a family of 7 and myself being the last born, and then only 2, myself and my brother, among the 5 girls, siblings, I grew up in an environment of girls. So I really understood what it means, some of the challenges that they go through. And meeting with Ida, so I met with Ida before the OTK came into being. So the idea of impacting or trying to replicate what had happened to Ida into the community, I really liked it, and it was very simple for me to join in to say let's work together for the good cause of giving girls a platform, of changing the idea that girls are not worth it, but to say giving them the platform, giving them opportunity, giving them the stage. Girls are as much capable as boys. So I am into this because I love it. It's my passion to see that girls are no longer looked down upon, but they are significant, they are powerful. So I am, collaborating. I use the word collaborate because that's exactly what Ted Teddy's lecture mentioned that it's not helping, but collaborating. So I'm collaborating with Ida to make sure that we bring as much impact to the community as possible. Thank you so much.
Ted, I love that. I have two girls of my own, so I do know, at least from being a father, how, raising girls, having that platform for them is so important. Let me ask both you and Ida this, and just really paint the picture for us, because you mentioned the challenges that are there for the girls. Kind of paint that picture for us of, girls growing up in Malawi, what they go through, those challenges that they face. Yeah, just if you don't mind, just kind of going through that.
Thank you so much, Dexter. So growing in Malawi, especially in the rural community as a girl, is not easy. I remember when I was growing up, I could see many girls forced into early child marriages because of poverty. So parents would rather see a boy going to school and marry off their girl so that the man should be sponsoring the boy in school. So poverty is one of the challenges. We have this culture and tradition that does not empower girls. They believe that girls are nothing. Girls are supposed to be working as mothers. They're supposed to do all the household chores. They're supposed to make sure that the home is well taken care of. And by doing so, they end missing up the opportunity of going to school. And another challenge is that in the rural communities, like myself, when I was growing up, I never had any role models. I didn't know the importance of going to school because I never saw any educated woman. But then I remember when I was 11 years old and I had my first trip to one of the cities in Malawi, which is about 1 hour, 30 minutes away from my village. I saw a girl who looked so beautiful, she was wearing high heels, and she was different from what I used to see in my village. And that actually became my role model. And I wanted to be like her. And that really motivated me to work hard in school. And I ended up to be the first one to make it to college. So lack of role models is another issue. So I hand over to Ted to add more.
Yeah. Again, Ida's explanation, it puts it all. She's a girl, so she's speaking out of a living experience. But as somebody who has seen growing up, living and raised among girls and some of the challenges in Malawi, one of the key elements that has actually impacted most of the girls, like Ida in our case, and most of the girls that we see here, is that we are living in a country which is among the poorest countries in the world. So some of the key social services, such as education, access to health, access to even some key services like electricity, for example, is not easy. So there's a lot that the communities are facing. Families are fighting to uplift their girls, to provide for their children the basic things that maybe you may not even think of in Malawi. So statistics really shows that Malawi is one of the poorest countries in the world. We have been impacted by issues of HIV/AIDS. We have been impacted by so many things, but the effort of OTK coming in is something that has actually brought in impact to the generation. Because just as Ida says, we have got some girls, even somewhere in here, that they gave birth when they were still young. Girls do not have access to right information, sexual and reproductive health information. So every time maybe they would try, when nature calls, they'll get into relationships, boyfriend, girlfriends. The very first time that they try it, they'll end up maybe having pregnancy. But part of it is that because we are living in a conservative kind of society where it is not so much common for a mother or a father to sit down with their children, with their girls, talking about issues of menstruation, talking about issues of protection and all that, contraceptives and all that. So these are kind of the things that as OTK, we are trying to bring it out, because we know that culturally, some of these things may not be talked about in an open space. So as much as we're providing all this information and other services, but there's still a great progress from where we were up to where we are right now. So in brief, these are some of the issues that they're happening in this side of the world. Thank you, Dexter.
Ted, I see that, as the program director, I see you have, girls art empowerment camp. You have the sewing training program and even some programs around agriculture. One thing that really stuck out to me, though, also is providing health care to sick relatives so that girls can be able to go to school or be able to continue their education. This is an incredible amount of programs that you have. I mean, it's really impressive, and it speaks to what you were just talking about. The staff that you have has to be incredible, and the volunteers that you have has to be incredible. Can you talk about the volunteers in the community, and how people come together to make this happen?
Yes, thank you, Dexter. I think from what Ida mentioned is that as OTK, one of our key role is that we are trying to combat some of the barriers that are affecting girls for them to go to school. You have just mentioned something about for example, healthcare. So in our community, in our society, we have trained some of the volunteers. By the way, Othakarhaka is a volunteer-based organization where we have over 6,800 volunteers. People who, as much as they are poor, but they are ready and willing. Just as all the volunteers for Lenovo that are doing this noble duty, thank you so much for doing this. So, but the whole purpose that the strides, the impact that we are bringing, they all add together and then they will change life. So girls in Malawi, Ida mentioned it, they are more like deputy mothers. So every time there's a sick person in the family, girls are the ones who are culturally expected to be part of the caregiving system. So as OTK, we have trained volunteers to say, instead of having a girl staying home to be a caregiver, let her go to school and get education, and let us have a volunteer work on her behalf. So in so doing, we are relieving girls from, being busy with all those responsibilities. So we are also doing volunteers helping in the agricultural, farms, trying to raise up food and all other initiatives that we're doing. We are, planting trees so that girls are no longer going to fetch firewood. We are not privileged to have access to electricity or gas for cooking. So in Malawi, we use firewood as the source of energy. So most of the girls are the ones who have to go out in the forest, in the mountains, to get the firewood to provide heat for cooking. So all we are doing is like, we are providing all these services closer to the girls so that we are, bridging the gap from where they are to the key services that they are supposed to work on. So all these, we are trying to bring all these services to make sure that girls are no longer distracted. Maybe Ida can add one or two issues. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ted. You have shared a lot about volunteers. So I just wanted to add that maybe in summary, I could say that the people in our community, we are tired seeing girls being mistreated, seeing girls not valued, treated as they were not humans, and they wanted to be responsible for all the works that girls do that actually do not allow them to go to school. So as a team of Othakarhaka Foundation and as Othakarhaka volunteers, we have over 6,800 that are taking over the responsibility of the girls so that the girls can go to school. In summary, we should say that after we established that some of the girls actually they don't go to school because they cannot, their parents or families cannot afford to sponsor them, they are very poor, we introduced the bursary program or scholarship program where Othakarhaka as an organization, we are actually contributing and also in partnership with other well-wishers to sponsor these girls to school. When we discovered that girls were actually victims of hunger, like every time we have hunger season in Malawi, they are forced to get married. That was when we introduced the sustainable agriculture, so that as Othakarhaka Foundation, we are able to support the very poor families with farm inputs so that they can have plenty harvest and allow their daughters to go to school. And Ted has mentioned the issue of energy that we use for cooking firewood. Girls used to walk a long distance to go to the mountain to fetch the firewood for cooking. And that was why, as Othakarhaka, we said, let's introduce the tree planting program so that we can bring the trees back to the community. Not only that, we also introduced the rocket stoves that actually saves the higher amount of firewood that is used for cooking so that we can allow our girls to go to school. Not only that, in terms of health, when girls were supposed to stay at home and take care of their sick relatives, as Othakarhaka Foundation, we trained volunteers, some of our volunteers as caregivers, so that they should be the ones providing the support to the patients while the girls are in school. So in summary, we are dismantling all the barriers in the community that are actually affecting the girls to go to school. Thank you so much.
Which to the words that were put in the chat that people use to describe or when they think about the girls in the community, I mean, some of them just really stand out based on what you and Ted just said: resilient, powerful, fighter, determined. All the challenges that the girls are facing right now, those are great words to describe how the girls are overcoming, you know, those challenges. Now, as you know, Ida, Lenovo is a technology company, and I know that you all have an amazing piece of technology that you are using to open up the world to the girls, and it's the Bloom Box.
Yeah.
Talk about the Bloom Box and some of the impact that it's having.
Yeah, so Bloombox is such an exciting program. I should share this with you that in rural community schools here in Malawi, they don't have facilities like libraries, books. They don't even have enough teachers because not every teacher is willing to teach in a rural area without water and electricity. So it's very difficult for them to get all the resources they need for their education. As a result, we used to say that students from such schools are not intelligent. They cannot go to public universities because they are just not intelligent, which was not true. So we introduced this Bloombox, which is like a solar lab computer, mobile computer. It has, as you can see, a solar roof that we actually use to charge the computers. We actually have 20 computers that are inside the Bloombox. So we upload the school curriculum for Malawi and we download other lessons online, especially the STEM related lessons. And then we take these laptops to schools with no facilities that I've mentioned, like libraries, laboratories, and all that, to allow these students actually to access the information they need to succeed in their exams. Because one saddest thing is that despite the fact that there are no resources in the rural community schools, but when it's time to write the government exams, either students from rural schools and from cities or urban areas, they take one paper, which was like a big challenge. But now, with the introduction of this Bloombox, we have seen a great impact. Our girls are doing well in STEM-related subjects. Actually, some of them for the first time, have made it to different public universities here in Malawi, which was not a case before. In the group that is with us now, I believe there are some girls that are like, they have been picked from the medical school. They are studying medicine. There are some girls that have been picked from engineering school. They are studying engineering. Right now, our community is no longer the same community that used to have one girl, but now we are talking about hundreds of girls getting educated and becoming powerful girls in different education programs. Thank you so much.
That is fantastic. I saw on the on the website, Ted, and one of the things here at Lenovo, I mean, we're big on outcomes and success stories. You know, we want to really show, you know, what our technology is doing for, you know, for our customers and for the folks that we partner with. I saw on the website a couple success stories. You had a girl by the name of Faith who is pursuing her dream of becoming a doctor. I saw Caroline who dropped out of school and is now studying pharmacy and wants to become a PhD. And also Priscilla, who overcame some financial barriers and now aspires to become a teacher. So, Ted, if you don't mind sharing, once the girls go through the program, kind of what's the expectation? What's the do they come back to you know to the villages or to the area to pour into the young girls or what?
Yeah, thank you so much, Dexter. So I'm glad that you know, the girls you mentioned, we are with them here right now and right here. So basically, as the recipients of the support that OTK is doing, these girls that are being modeled or they're being mentored to take it upon themselves, because as OTK says, is passing on the kindness. So our primary focus is that we are training these girls, we are mentoring these girls to say, once they receive help, they should always find a way of you know, passing over or paying forward to somebody else who is in need. So the girls that you mentioned, they are in different you know, schools, different universities studying medical and health programs. But their primary role is that once they get the training, they should, in one way or the other, provide services in the rural settings like where we are. Because some of the, you know, Malawi is a country where there was a time previously that people were trained in Malawi, but were working outside Malawi because of the conditions that were in those times. But right now, the story has changed. Most of the girls who go to school are getting trainings, teachers, doctors, nurses, engineers, they are all finding their way of, you know, passing on their kindness to the needy population in our country. Just like Ida was offered an opportunity to work in the bank when she had finished her studies, but because of the passion of impacting the community, she decided to come in and to do this assignment. So our girls and all other beneficiaries of our programs, they are modeled to find a way of transmitting or passing on the kindness. And you may wish to know that we are setting up an account where all our beneficiaries will be contributing whatever they'll be able to manage as a fund, so that that becomes another way of helping those that will be coming in the future. So basically, it's all about getting help and finding a way of how you pass on the help to somebody else in need. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. One of the questions that came up in the chat was, what are the dreams of the girls in the room? We see you. We see all the girls sitting behind you. Share with us some of the dreams that they have.
Yeah. So I've got so many girls from all other angles that our room is just so small. So I've got girls from all angles. they all have different aspirations, but thanks to a program like these ones, because they are able to appreciate what others had gone through in their lives. Like there was one video that Daniel shared.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
That's
so
all
I
right.
think
Yeah.
I can proceed what Ted was trying to say, that these girls are actually inspired. He mentioned about the video that was shared last year. It had so many stories, including Daniel's story. So us growing up in Malawi, it was like people from maybe outside Malawi, they don't face challenges. But watching such videos, these girls were actually inspired, and they are still inspired. Some were even motivated to stand up and take what they used to believe as the challenging programs to study. So they really, really get inspired. And also one thing that I should mention for everyone on this program is that these girls that we are talking about, some of them were forced into child marriages as young as 12 years old. So when we rescued them to send them back to school, they still had that mindset, like maybe they are not loved, they were sort of something like that. But now with partnerships like this, when they interact with staff from Lenovo, which we respect so much in Malawi, they feel so much loved. They feel so much appreciated. And I'm telling you, programs like this, they really motivate them, and they always talk about it. Like, we can interact with staff from Lenovo. We are so loved. We speak English with them, something like that. So this is very, very important to them. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Fantastic. I thought that was a great question from one of our folks online looking.
Do you want me to share that video for the
Oh,
volunteers? I don't know
yeah,
if it's coming
please.
up. And
Yeah, please do.
Is it coming up? Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Hopefully the sound is okay. Thumbs up. Dex, please. Is it okay? Can you
Got
hear
it.
that?
Yes.
So my name is Jennifer McCallum.
My name is Juan. I'm from Argentina.
My name is Vladimira Petushkova.
My name is Jennifer Correa.
My name is Senya Hua.
I am Dexter Howard.
My name's Doug Toast.
My name is Mary Goodwin.
I grew up in a small town, and when I was little, the town was thriving. But then when I was about 10 years old, everything changed. Many people lost their jobs. My goal was to have a better life when I became an adult.
When we were living in Vietnam, the living condition was at poverty level. So when college came around, I didn't take it seriously. I did not finish, and I just continued working, and I was very, I was a hard worker.
I was focused on studying really hard and getting good grades so that I could get a scholarship.
But when it comes to elevate my career, I did not get the opportunity. That really put into perspective, and I just 100% focus in getting that education completed.
Sometimes if you're a little bit cold or hungry, it's hard to study, but I was really focused on achieving that goal. And I am proud to say that I did indeed get a scholarship, and I did indeed go to college.
In one word, education to me means freedom.
Education is opportunity.
Voice.
I would say more knowledge, more opportunities, more possibilities in fulfilling your idea of what your dream is.
As a female in particular, it means freedom.
Opportunity.
Progress.
For me, it should be empowerment.
For so long, I think there were thoughts that women couldn't do science, right? It wasn't what we did. There were women scientists that never got the credit. Women belong there, have a seat. We always have had a seat. We're now, as the history is proving, getting that recognition.
I believe that girls can also bring new ideas, new views, which then can help everybody in society to move boundaries and even to go always beyond.
I believe that science and technology will fit and shape the educational field for girls.
Considering pursuing your study and following your dreams?
Believe in yourself.
You are beautiful, you are powerful, and you are capable to do whatever you want to do. Believe in yourself and do not let anyone tell you what you are worth. Be the voice of your story.
Girls are just as smart as boys, and girls in Malawi are just as smart as girls anywhere else in the world. Girls bring a unique perspective and unique talents. A girl getting an education doesn't just help the girl, it can help the corporate world, it can help grow science, the possibilities are truly endless.
I saw a little smile on your face as you were watching that video. Tell us what you're feeling about that.
Wow, this video is so inspiring, and it really gets me emotional sometimes when I watch it, because it's so amazing to see these ladies and to see your team featured in this video, that they also had their own challenges when they were growing up. So I remember the day that this video was shared to the girls. Actually, some of them actually cried, and from their feedback, they were motivated to never give up. They were motivated to always work hard, and they were motivated, and they had this hope that one day their stories will change, only if they believe in themselves, have faith, and work hard in school. Yeah.
Wow. Ida, you mentioned earlier, you know, the girl that you saw, the role models that you had as a little girl. I think from everything that we've heard, you are an impressive role model to the girls in the program now. Let me ask you and depending on what you say, man, this may be the last question, but we'll see. Tell me what is your big dream? We heard, you know, dreams from the girls in the room. What is your big dream for this program and for these girls?
Thank you so much, Dexter. But before I share my big dream, I just want to tell you something exciting, that yeah, I saw a role model, and then I became a role model in my community, right? But I don't think now I'm that role model, because these girls, like some of them, they're actually studying programs that we never believed that they could be studied by girls. We are talking of medical doctors, we are talking of engineers, right? So they have become my role models as well, because I'm like, how do you do it, right? So I'm happy that the community is now inspired. Every girl is inspired to work hard and become what she wants to become, not as just a girl, but believing that they are capable actually of becoming as anyone else. And I should also share one exciting thing, that during this year's government exams, the junior certificate exams, 2 of our girls were among the 3 top scorers, like in Malawi, the entire country of Malawi. So that really surprised me. I was like, what? In this community, we are having like these intelligent girls. But then I learned that actually the Bloom Box is our top secret. And also the programs like this that we are doing with you really motivate the girls, because they do have now role models. I can tell you that we had this girl who scored like 6 A's, and to me, I used to be intelligent. I thought I was intelligent, but when I took the very same exams, I only had 1 A. So you can see the difference now. Yeah, so my big dream is to see Othakarhaka Foundation gradually expanding to more rural communities where girls are not valued. I want to see girls taking off or taking away from the forced child marriages and given a chance to go back to school. I don't want to see in Malawi or anywhere else a 12-year-old girl being forced into an early marriage because of poverty. So it is my dream that we will continue to expand, we will continue to build more broom boxes, especially in underserved rural community schools, so that every girl has a chance of being somebody in this life and being the leader that they want to be. Thank you so much.
Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And we are here to try to make that dream come true. So thank you very much for sharing that.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So, folks, I think it's time to go ahead and move over to the activity. Big thank you to Ida and Ted for sharing their words, sharing the situation, and sharing their dreams and pouring that into us. While the team is working in the background, just keep in mind the goal of this next activity is to give the girls the fun, safe, and creative space to experience AI. So thank you to all the volunteers that's going to work with the girls to make this happen. So let me have a little drink of water to quench my thirst right here, and turn it over to Jen Cray to take us through the activity.
Dexter, thank you so much. And Ida and Ted, thank you so much for bringing the OTK group to Lenovo and helping us help you guys with our time and hopefully all of our donations, as Danielle mentioned at the beginning of the presentation. Empowering these girls and making sure that they understand that they can do all of these great things with the technology that we help provide at their fingertips is incredible. And here at Lenovo, we know technology is fantastic when it works as it is supposed to. So what we have right now is we did lose the girls in Malawi. We know that the Malawi team is working to get them up and running. It looks like I'm seeing things pop in. So we are getting them back online. While we are getting them back online, and Caroline, my partner in crime, we're in a conference room here in Morrisville. My partner in crime here is working to admit them. I want to review a couple things that we're going to do. We were planning on breaking out into groups. And one of the things that we want to make sure that we do, let's see if we can mute just a couple people that are coming in so we don't have the background noise. All right. Hey, Barb, do you mind going in and muting a couple people as we go through all of this in the people section? Thank you.
Yep.
So as you guys can see, teamwork all the way around with this event. So as we go to plan B, we don't want to lose the girls again. And we know with bandwidth, that could be a challenge. So our plan B is we're going to do this activity as one large group. Reason being is if we go into the breakout rooms and you guys lose the girls that you're helping, it may take up time and it may not be as the event that we planned. So we're going to do this as a group and we're going to see if we can get Ted back online with the girls. And what we will do is this. We're going to ask the girls the questions just like we did. We're going to do a quick little icebreaker with them. We still need people to be reporters. So you guys can see my name. You guys can see Barb Herman's name. If you guys could use Snagit or your snipping tool on your computers to my fellow Lenovians, I would love to be able to have you guys grab some snapshots of what we're doing and grab those photos. And then Alberto is going to be our person that's going to input all of the all of the data that the girls in Malawi are going to give us. And we're still going to do the activities as planned. We're still going to have a great output based upon what the girls give us. And then we'll be able to share, the problem that they want to solve. And then also, if we have time, build that superhero for OTK and the superhero that the girls designed of Malawi. So should be amazing, should still be a great time. And to all of our participants that came, thank you guys for your flexibility and understanding with this. we know when Teams goes down, when the internet connection isn't what we hoped it would be, we've got to go to plan B. So we're going to plan B right now, and I really appreciate everyone's cooperation with this. Other thing we were saying is we were looking to see, are the girls back on? Did we lose them? Where did they go? I was scrolling through all the pictures. Thank you to everybody that read our PowerPoint, and thank you to everybody that put your background on. That is, to see all of these backgrounds with the marketing and the branding that for OTK is just fantastic. So thank you so much for that. It's amazing. So let's do a quick status check. Do we have the girls back online?
Looks like it.
I see Ted.
Ted, can you hear
That's
us?
great. All right, can we hear them, and can they hear us?
Yeah. Ted, can you hear us, sir?
Ted, can you hear us?
Can we ping back and forth with him? There we go.
There we go.
Ted, there you
we
are.
go.
We hear you.
Looks like the camera is trying to turn on. Good. Gotta love technology. We've all been there.
We have all been there. That's the one truth to this.
And for those of you that even watched the video that Alberto and I did when we did the practice run, we ran into some Copilot issues too, which we know we won't have today because in our plan B we've got a plan C, D, and E that Alberto has dreamed up for us. So.
All
right. Yep.
So I'll start sharing my screen, but really won't start going through things until we can hopefully get Ted and the girls back so we can get their feedback.
All right. So for those of us that have used AI before, we definitely see this regularly. And in this screen, this is something called a prompt. So you prompt or ask AI these questions, and then AI will come back with any type of answer. So when we say the word prompt, and we say, did you prompt AI or did you ask questions in AI? This is the screen that Alberto has up. And in that white kind of square box that's a brighter white than the background, that's where you type your information.
So, given time constraints, I know it was mentioned in our chat here, maybe if you could help represent the girls and kind of help us with some of the questions. You and I have actually already done this exercise before, right? We went through this a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, if hopefully Ted and the girls are able to come back on and we be able to ping them and ask them for their input. But in the meantime, I guess let's take a stab at this and show the volunteers here, and we can schedule some time later with Ted and the girls, and we can make sure we've got for the volunteers we've got about 20 computers, or the OTK Foundation has 20 computers set up with Copilot down there. We've been working on that over the last couple of weeks. They are ready for the girls to be able to do things like this and do more, right? Use their own creativity to answer the questions that impact them, right? Their perspectives, their point of views. So hopefully we will demonstrate it now, and when the internet permits us, right? When the internet gods help us out, we will work this with the girls as well. So Ida, can you please name a person, right? A profession, whether it's a teacher, an engineer, a doctor, a nurse. You mentioned all the dreams that the girls have, right? Their goals that they're aspiring to. Can you think of one of those professions? And let's start with that.
Yeah, engineer.
Speaks to my heart. Love it. As an engineer, I love that. Name a place.
Mulanje, as in Mulanje.
All right.
NGE.
J.
All right. A thing.
A thing, like anything?
Like anything you can imagine. Could be the test that you mentioned. Water?
Yeah, let's use water. No, I wanted us to use electricity.
Right? An action.
Fixing.
Right? Oh, wait, Ted, are you back?
Yes, so I've just moved out of the room. So we are now at the broom box.
Okay.
So yes, so it's like the broom box. What is it?
That was so quick.
What do you mean?
Like when in the room and now you have moved to broom box.
Yes, so the girls are coming to the broom box just to join in.
Okay.
Yes. So the computer is connected to this. Okay, do it. So girls, hello. Hey, now please. You are connected already.
I hope you don't mind, but I think let's restart the exercise with the girls there. Okay.
Yeah.
Ted, can you hear me?
Yes, Abed.
Excellent.
Something?
Yeah, no, so hopefully you can see my screen. Because of the issues that we're having with the internet, we've decided to go to plan B. And instead of doing the breakout rooms where each group of girl and some of the volunteers would be working on a computer, we're going to do this as one big group, if that's okay with you. And we're going to work through the prompt that you and I had worked on before. And so we're hoping that together we can come up with a story as a big group. I hadn't introduced myself to
wait a minute.
Okay.
Abedo. So are we abandoned for so they will no longer be using all the computers?
Yes,
to use one computer.
Yeah, I think given the time and given the internet issues we're having, I think let's just do this as one big group versus having the smaller groups.
So go and get the screen. Yeah, sure. All right, go ahead. So we're just trying to bring a projector so that I think everybody can be able to see from there.
Okay, do you need a couple of minutes then?
Just 2 minutes. Go and get it.
Okay. All right.
Well, that will offer an opportunity for them to actually see. Otherwise, using my laptop, we're outside, and that might not work.
Okay. Oh no, so that makes perfect sense. So I guess maybe to introduce myself, I know I met some of the girls yesterday. For those that didn't meet me, I'm Alberto Rojas. I'm here at Lenovo for about 20 years now. I'm originally from the Dominican Republic, and I'm assuming a lot of you maybe don't know where that is. It's a smallish medium island in the Dominican Republic. And I've been.
So I think while they're setting up, we can take an opportunity for the girls just to mention their names, just to introduce themselves. So I'll be working with my laptop in my hand. So I think starting from there, just mention your name, which school, how old, your age, and the school that you are in. So starting from your end.
My name is Christina Jassam. I'm studying accountancy at Mara University of Business and Applied Science. I'm 20 years old. Thank you.
All right. So to make it simple, what you did yesterday, just mention your first name, which school you are in, and your age, and what you like. While they're setting up. Yeah. You?
My name is Rose.
Yeah.
I'm raising me in school. And I am raised at Candy Secondary School. I am most of the time I love to play netball.
So Doris likes to play netball. She's a student at Chambe. Here you are.
I'm Fanny, and my name is Technical College, studying fabrication and welding. I like
What do you like most?
mostly reading.
So we have her studying at Technical College. She likes reading. Maybe we may not be able to pick everybody, but are you able to hear what they're saying?
Yes, we are.
Okay, go on. Your name? You, what do you like doing? Reading. Okay. What's your name?
My name is Jess Mohammed, studying at Technical College.
What are you studying? Fabricator or fabricant, welding and fabrication. Okay. Random.
I run at Chambe Secondary School.
What class are you in?
I'm from 4.
You're in Form 4.
Yeah.
What do you like doing?
I like to read some novels in order to try to speak English.
So here you go. We have a novel lover here. She wants to improve her English. And thus you are. Hey, tell us your name. Yeah. Are you school? Are you in school? Yes. Where, and what are you studying? So she's in the public university doing technical education, Bachelor of Science in Technical Education. So we'll be doing some random while the guys are helping us. Lawrence is doing. So random, right? Your name, please? Agafa. What are you a student right now? Milonga. Yeah. What do you like doing? Reading. You like reading? Okay. Faith.
I'm doing community sciences from the University of Sciences.
Writing. Okay. Remember, Abedro, remember yesterday we had somebody who said she would like to draw us.
Yes, I remember that.
And
yes.
Yes. So here we found her now. So she's over there. So maybe if I speak, it's more like I'm not so fair with her. But Bob, you are there. Can you speak on her behalf? She was supposed to bring us a drawing of us yesterday. Remember?
She was. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Oh yes. So where is our drawing here? Why? So how do you believe that you really do?
I can't see it.
So when you do it, are you willing to share that? Can you explain why did you draw it?
So I can draw, but then I'll need to have maybe something I'll be looking at while drawing, because yesterday the meeting wasn't for that long for me to capture the details I needed to have a drawing. But then given something and enough time, maybe now or two I can do that. Yeah.
Oh, that would be great. We would love that.
And I think with the use of the Copilot AI, I think that can actually be a very good help for her, because apart from studying the medical sciences, but she's a fan of drawing and all the art, that she can actually benefit a lot from this training. So yeah, just some random. Yeah.
Does it make sense if we start with trying to create the story at this point? Shall we
try?
Ted?
Okay. Yeah. We're just trying to get the guys connecting the projector. Now they're almost done.
Can we ask the
you
girls
can
some
go ahead.
questions in regards
please.
to creating our story?
Oh yes, please. Go ahead.
So Alberto?
Okay. All right, yeah. So hey everybody, I'll trying to work on creating a story with Copilot with artificial intelligence. So I need your help to come up with the things for the story. Help me with some ideas for it. The first question I've got for you is: can you guys think of a profession, a person, right? Whether it's a doctor, a nurse, a teacher, an engineer. You guys mentioned some of your goals for your professions. What do you guys? Can somebody name one, please?
Yeah, Aaron, were you listening? Did you miss it? So don't be absent-minded. So, any one of you, what's your career dream? Who do you want to become when you get done with the school? A doctor. So we have a doctor aspirant here. So she aspires to become a doctor. So
I
we
love
have
it.
Erin. Yeah.
All right. Can they name a place?
Like any other place in hospital or what?
Or let's say Malawi, their hometowns, or really anywhere in the world. A hospital could be a place.
Okay. Just mention another hospital that you would want to work in when you become a doctor. In Malawi, which hospital do you want to work in? No, she want you in Malawi. Before you go to America, she says she wants to work in America. Do you see that? So we want to have doctors who want to run away from us. So doctors in Malawi, they're already thinking about America now. Look at this.
Well, then let's use Malawi then.
So exactly. So we want you to tell us any other hospital of your choice in Malawi. So she says Mulanje District Hospital.
Yeah.
Mulanje District Hospital. So he's typing here a doctor at Mulanje District Hospital. So a doctor at Mulanje District Hospital.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Name a thing. So anything, right? Could be a computer, an operation,
or an oxygen machine. Maybe
oxygen
an oxygen machine.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go about that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's an action. Can the girls name an action that this doctor would be doing in this hospital?
So, what would a doctor be doing with an oxygen machine? Can you think? What would a doctor be doing with an oxygen machine? Maybe connect a patient who is connected to an oxygen machine.
Okay. Helping a patient and connected to oxygen machine. All right. When would this happen? Is it in the past, in the future, today, or a specific day? Can you ask the girls then? Yeah.
Yes, Aaron. So I think that has to be in the future because Aaron is not yet a doctor. So when should it be? Next year or maybe in 5 years? She says 4 years from now. So that would be on 18th September 2029.
So 20th of September 2029. All right, and then let's finish this with a color. What's can the girls name one of their favorite colors?
What's your favorite color? She says pink.
Pink? All right, that's my daughter's favorite color too. All right, so now that we've put all of this information in here, I'm going to hit the enter button, and Copilot is writing the pink light of Mulanje.
So that information alone is bringing all that information on AI. Just feed information, then.
All right.
Yes.
Can you guys can you guys see it? Okay. Do you guys need me or somebody that can give a dramatic reading of the story?
I was just gonna say, should we read it? Because I know even
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me, the print is pretty small.
Okay.
So can I
All right.
read it? Or maybe somebody else, one of the girls will read. Letitia, come
I
and
think
read
that's
that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come and read fast. Okay, read it louder so everybody should understand.
The light pink of Mulanje.
Oh, no. Yeah, okay.
On the morning of September 2029, the sun rose gently over the Mulanje District Hospital in Malawi, casting a soft golden hue across the dew-covered grass. Inside the pediatric ward, a faint hum filled the air and the steady rhythm of an oxygen machine. Its blinking lights glowing a gentle pink color, chosen by the nurses to comfort the children. Dr. Tandiwe, known for her calm presence and fierce dedication, moved swiftly between the beds. Her white coat fluttered behind her as she approached a young girl named Amina, whose tiny chest rose and fell with the help of the oxygen machine. The child's mother sat nearby, ears filled with worry. Eyes filled with worry. Dr. Tandiwe knelt beside the bed, her hand resting gently on Amina's. She's strong, she whispered, adjusting the pink oxygen mask. And this machine is helping her breathe until she can do it on her own. The machine beeped softly, a reassuring sound in the quiet room. As the day wore on, Amina's breathing grew steadier. The pink light on the machine pulsed like a heartbeat, steady, hopeful. By sunset, the doctor stood at the window, watching the sky turn the same shade of pink as the machine's glow. She smiled in the place where resources were few, but hearts were full. Hope had a color, and today it was pink. Thank you.
Thank you. That was great. Great
Amazing
job.
job reading. Amazing job reading. And what a wonderful story you guys generated.
Yeah. So did you get?
And coincidentally, Letitia has just graduated as a clinician. She studied clinical medicine.
It's great.
That's an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys saw just with a few words, right? We were able to create a whole story, and it's the story has a lot of imagery, but with Copilot, we could ask it to go one step further, and we could ask it to make an image for us, right? So I can now ask Copilot, can you please make an image of this story? All right, and hopefully this works. And it'll take a little bit of time.
Okay, so there'll be an image coming in.
It takes it a little bit of time. So there's a lot of resources. There's a lot of very powerful computers in the back end, taking the words that were created and now making it into an image.
Again, what's amazing is you've seen it doesn't take any technical expertise. Even I can do it.
Wow.
Oh, wow, here it comes. Love the pink. I like that it narrates itself, adding final touches.
So I know today we're doing this in a single computer, but Ted, right? It's important that girls know that you all have access to this, right? You have 20 machines that we've set up so that they can do these things on their own, as we've done here today, right? And it's not just to make stories. It can help with problems. It can make pictures. It's a very, very powerful tool that they have access to.
And since originally we were going to have breakout sessions where we were in smaller groups, many of the folks from Lenovo have already volunteered that if the girls, if individual groups of girls would like to do this at a later time where we can interact directly in smaller groups and play with AI, the Lenovo team is definitely willing and able
So that's
to
what
do
the computer
just
can
that.
just do it, and then it will come up something. Wow, that's amazing.
You guys can see, right? It's got the oxygen machine, the oxygen mask we talked about, the doctor, the worried mom, and it's in Mulanje District Hospital, as we talked about.
Oh yes, I think they can't see it from afar, but because there's too much light, but closer to this, I can see it and read it. Mulanje District Hospital.
Yeah. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger. And if not, Ted, I mean, we probably, let me see if I can.
Can you
I
would say, can you download this just in general so we can save it? And then I don't know if that can also enlarge it.
Let me know if you guys can see that a little bit better now.
Yeah.
That looks good. Are you able to see, girls?
Yes.
Wonderful.
All right. So again, apologize for the technical difficulties that the girls weren't able to do these on their own today. But just an example of the power of the tool, and hopefully Ted and Lawrence will, we can set up some other time to work through these with the girls, where they get to drive the computers and put their thoughts and ideas in there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And Alberto, what's so cool about this is AI did the work, right? All these computers in the background created that story and put it together. But we as humans gave it the input and gave it the ideas. So all of the extra effort that goes into some of this, we just have to have the brain power and the ideas. It goes back to what Danielle said. Girls are just as smart as boys. Anyone can do this across the globe, including everyone there in Malawi. And you just need to get creative, put the information in, and AI can help you take it to the next level. And Barb, as you said, you don't need to be technical.
100%. All right, so do we have time for one more, or should we move to the rest of the agenda?
We definitely have time. Let's do it.
Let's ask the girls, do they want to do another one?
Yeah, girls, do you want to suggest something else that AI should do? Just suggest, think of anything. Any idea? Think of anything that AI you should put on that, and then AI you should come up with that.
Chief Finance Officer in office.
So look at this girl. I think speak louder. He has to hear what you say, and then he should write there. Come in front. Just stand here. I think you will be able to. No, stand there somewhere. Okay. Yeah, speak.
All right. My name is Christina Jessam. I would like to show us the picture of a chief finance officer in her office.
She's studying commerce and accountancy. So she's seeing herself as a chief finance officer somewhere. I just think. So she was, chief finance officer on her laptop in her office.
And make sure she's from Malawi.
Yeah, from Malawi, exactly. I think that information is cool.
And just to make sure, and her, you mentioned your name was Christina?
Yes, her name is Christina, yes. Okay, so AI is doing that. Wants to show Christina as chief finance officer in her office. You see it? So it's going to. All right. Here you go. Adding final touches. Okay. You see that?
Alberto, maybe after this, we could ask it if Christina were a or was a superhero, what would her special powers be?
Sure.
That might be a fun thing to do.
Okay.
Wow.
So then they're showing.
Oh, wow.
Christina,
almost her face.
Yeah. Christina, does it look like you?
Wow.
So that is not a real picture. That is AI generated photo. But if you see it, you may think like it's a real person, right?
Right.
But that is an AI generated. Imagine.
Amazing.
Is that not cool?
But Christina, when after you graduate, you can afford that suit, that jacket, that computer. So to me, this is you in future.
Yeah. But one thing that I like about this one, if you tell somebody to say this is not a real photo, very few would actually believe, because it looks like a real photo of somebody in an office. But that's exactly AI generating more from the blues. This is great.
Wow.
Thank you so much, Christina, for sharing with us.
Thank you.
I think we can clap that.
Alberto, we have a question in the chat.
Okay.
And I don't know if we can do it, but it says, ask step by step how to become a CFO, then Christina can follow that path. So does Copilot have any suggestions on how do you get to become a CFO?
All right, let's see what it comes up with.
Step by step, how would Christina become Chief Financial Officer? Do you have any suggestion to become one? So it's for you to become one, it says, can somebody come front and read? Yeah, who comes? Yeah, come and read. There. So somebody has to read for us because there are a lot of Christinas aspiring for this position.
Step by step path to become a CFO. 1. Build a strong education foundation. Bachelor's degree, take career in accounting, finance, economics, or business administration. Advanced degrees, option but variable.
Oh, sorry. It just moved on. Yeah, sorry. That's what's going on here. There we go. My apologies.
Yes. Continue, MBA.
MBA or master's in finance.
Sorry, my computer has a mind of its own right now, and it's moving when my hands are not anywhere near the mouse.
MBA or master's in finance can boost strategic and leadership capabilities. 2. Gain technical expertise. Develop deep knowledge in financial reporting and analysis, budgeting and forecasting, taxation and compliance, risk management, ERP systems and financial software. 3. And professional certifications. Consider global recognized credentials, CPA, Certified Public Accountant, CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst, ACCA, Association of Chartered Certified Accountants, CIMA, Chartered Institutes of Management Accountancy. 4. acquired relevant work experience, starting roles such as financial analyst, accountant, controller, finance manager. Progressively take on leadership roles with increasing responsibility. 5. Develop strategic and leadership skills. Learn to align financial strategy with business goals. Lead cross-function teams, communicate effectively with stakeholders, influence
I'm sorry.
Decision-making at the executive level. 6. Understand the business and industry. Gain insights into the company's operations, products, and services, market trends, and competitive landscape. Regulatory environment, especially important in Malawi or any local context.
Wonderful.
7. Build a strong network. Connect with mentors and senior finance leaders, industry peers and professional associations, internal stakeholders across departments. 8. Demonstrate impact. Show measurable contributions to cost savings, revenue growth, process improvement.
Great. So these are the steps that one need to work on for you to become a chief financial officer. That's amazing.
These are great questions.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's got suggestions for her as well. I will copy and paste this and put this in the chat too for everybody. So that we can all learn from Copilot here. And then it asks a follow-up question. Would you like me to tailor this roadmap to a specific industry or help Christina draft a development plan?
So maybe
So
that's
helpful.
maybe that's something that when we do our smaller groups, we can elaborate on.
Right.
So do we want to do one more?
If we've got time, I'm game. Ed, do we have somebody else that would like to ask Copilot a question?
Anybody who has anything that you want Copilot to develop? That you want? Just think of anything. Whether it's fun, whether it's work, school, whatever, in the village. Anything?
Does somebody have a problem that they would like to ask Copilot for help with?
Yes, that's a good one. Do you have a problem that you want Copilot to help you solve? But AI through Copilot.
Anybody have trouble getting their homework done on time? I know in my kids have definitely had issues with that over the years.
Wait, you have a problem that you would want Copilot to help with? Or think of anything.
Do you have a younger brother or sister that is giving you a hard time?
Yeah, you have a brother who is causing problems at home. No? Well, come closer. Come front. Yes. Come here. Give me the camera and get you from here. This position. Yeah.
So I'd like Copilot to help me with how I can come up with a drawing that looks good enough. Like how artists come up with a good drawing that can maybe be presented somewhere. So I want Copilot to help me with the steps of coming up with a good drawing or painting.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, can you help Steps. Drawing or painting. So was that the question? Did I get this right? Can you help me come up with the steps to come up with a good drawing or painting?
Yes.
All right. That's yeah. All right. So let's see what Copilot comes up with.
I think she has to read this for herself.
Right. And then there's 10 steps.
So, steps to create a good drawing or painting. 1. Define the purpose or theme. What do you want to express or explore? Is it a landscape, portrait, abstract, or conceptual piece? 2. Gather inspiration and references. Look at other artworks, photographs, or real life scenes. Create a mood board or sketchbook with ideas and visual references. 3. Choose your medium. Decide between pencil, charcoal, ink, watercolor, acrylic, oil, digital, etc. Consider the surface, paper, canvas, wood, or digital tablet. Sketch the composition. Start with the light lines to block out shapes and layouts. Use the rule of thirds or other composition techniques to guide placement. Refine the drawing, add details, adjust proportions, and clean up lines. Focus on structure, perspective, and anatomy if applicable. Establish light and shadow. Identify your light source. Use shading or color gradients to create depth and volume. Apply color or final medium. Begin with base tones and build up layers. Pay attention to color harmony, contrast, and texture. Add details and highlights. Use fine brushes or tools for intricate elements. Highlights and accents can bring the bridge to life. Step back and evaluate. Take breaks and view your work from a distance. Make adjustments to balance and clarity. Finish and protect. Sign your work. Apply fixative or varnish if needed. Consider framing or digitizing your piece.
Wonderful.
That was a great question.
If you had time, would have actually say maybe a picture of Faith showing her doing the painting.
Okay.
But I think we can go on.
Okay.
I think I think we would take it from that step next time we make the connections.
Okay. All right.
Thank you. Let's clap first for them.
Thank you, guys.
I think at this point, aren't we handing it back to Dexter?
Yeah. So Dexter, if you can, first of all, Alberto, thank you so much for driving this and making sure your co-pilot worked and making sure that we could share this experience. And we hope that the girls kind of saw how easy it is to use this tool to help them get work done a little bit more quickly. And we joked at the beginning of this, maybe even help with homework a little bit.
No, I so appreciate the opportunity. It's been great working with Ted, Ida, and the rest of the OTK team, and just really appreciate the opportunity to share this technology with everyone, with the girls especially.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much, Alberto. Let me just ask Ida. I mean, you just saw what happened using AI. The girls coming up with different thoughts. Their future, wanting to see the visuals. How does that make you feel when you see that?
Well, it makes me feel proud. I'm so proud of them because I know that they have big dreams. and this will actually motivate them more. Imagine Christina, who is studying Bachelor's of Accountancy, seeing herself in that office. If that was me, I would actually study more and more so that one day I should truly be in that office. So this is a game changer for the girls. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. That was a fantastic activity. A lot of information that we have shared with you all. Let me go ahead and wrap it up. I know we all have some things to do and all are filled right now. Yes. So let me do that. Um, in the tool, Alberto showed us the power of AI, and we all just witnessed, the girls giving these suggestions. I go back to some of the comments and some of the words that we all put into the chat earlier. That the girls are talented, that they are confident, that they are worthy and hopeful. And through those visions that we were able to create in AI, we were able just to see that. Just reminder to the girls, right? AI is a tool, but really that passion, that desire comes from you. That ability to think, that ability to dream, and hearing Ida's big dream, all that comes from you. You have that inside of you, and we're just able to see that manifested through the AI tools. So that was wonderful. As we close, let me just kind of just say, and team in the background, please correct me if I say anything wrong. We're going to send out an email with instructions to everyone that has joined the call. And that is going to be just so you can log and donate hours for our Love On program. And for every hour that you track to the Lenovians, there will be at least $5, and if you are not in the U.S., we'll make it equivalent to your local currency. That will be deposited in your Love On account. And as Daniil said earlier, with this money, yes, we would love for you to give it back to the Othakarhaka program and donate that. But please use it. Please use it and donate to your favorite organization. Like I said, we hope that you give it to this program.
Yeah, so just, let me just say something very important
Yes,
before you
please.
proceed.
Please.
I would like to especially thank the entire team of Lenovo for the donation that was done last year. Actually, with that donation, we were able to send some of the girls from our wait list back to school. So at Othakarhaka Foundation, when we rescue a girl to send them back, when we rescue girls to send them back to school, we don't have all the resources. So we put them on the list, waiting list, until we find the money to do so. So the contributions that you made last year as a Lenovo team actually helped us to send some of the girls from the waiting list. So I really appreciate your collaboration with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Ida said it wonderfully. I mean, and I mentioned earlier how we at Lenovo, we like to see these outcomes and success stories. You can go onto their website and you can see these success stories yourselves. I mean, with this money, we were able to send over 2,000 students, or the program, I should say, has sent over 2,000 students to get computer lessons, or they've helped, small scale farmers with agricultural products, or they've been able to rescue some of these girls from these forced marriages and then put them back into school and to give the girls the opportunity. So much can be done by donating money and to this program. And we have all heard and seen the goodness that comes out of it. So I definitely appreciate your time. Daniil, as the executive sponsor, let me just ask if there's anything that you want to say to wrap up and to send us on our way.
I just want to thank everybody so much. Thank you for your time, for volunteering, for coming and learning about OTK and some other parts of the world. Thank you for your flexibility with the technical challenges, which we all know so well. And I thought it was amazing how, Ted, you were able to just pivot so quickly and find a solution. And guys, I think that's what we're talking about when we talk about other parts of the world. Like, look how resilient, look how creative. I mean, you know, it's just incredible. And so I'm just so proud of everybody. I hope you had an amazing time. We will send, like Dexter said, we'll send the information out. We hope that we will plan to keep in touch with you. We hope that you will get more involved with OTK. And I think, Dexter, when we wrap up, we're going to leave people with one more video, which they can feel free to stay and watch.
Awesome. Let's roll that video. Thank you guys so much. Ted, thank you and the girls for joining. Appreciate you.
Dexter, can you just allow the girls just to say a word?
Okay.
Yeah. So like we said yesterday, so I want you girls to say Viva Lenovo. 1, 2, 3, go.
Viva Lenovo!
And then the Lenovo team, remember how they said Viva OTK from that side. 1, 2, 3, go.
Viva OTK!
Viva OTK!
Viva OTK!
That's amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ted, thank you, Ida.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Wait.
We're gonna roll this video.
Not working.
Go out on the video.
Yeah. Let me try to share again. It's not sharing, right?
Nope, not sharing.
Not yet.
Okay. Let me try again. And while I'm doing that, there's an echo. There's an echo, right?
So
wait.
Hope to get in touch with you guys. Dexter, hope to get in touch with you. And Mr. Abedo, we have more work to do. So hope to get in touch with you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You got my number, I've got yours for sure.
For sure, yes, for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I think I'm sharing now.
Yep, you're sharing.
Yeah. Okay, so
Go
before I
ahead,
start sharing, an honor for me to be part of this for the second year. I hope this is just the second.
Are you sharing the video?
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna put it. Thank you, Ida. Thank you, Ted, and thank you, girls. This was amazing.
Thank you, girls.
Hi everyone, my name is Nadine. Everyone calls me Macy, and I am from the Philippines. Currently, I work at Lenovo Premier Support as a technical support manager.
Hello there, my name is Bhagirathi, in short and called as Bhagi, and I'm from a city called Bangalore in India. I'm associated with Lenovo for 3+ years now and work as a regional project manager supporting global accounts.
I'm Chingling. I'm from a small beautiful island of Penang in Malaysia. Well, you can see there's a Malaysian flag behind me. And in Lenovo, I'm a director overseeing retail global project management team. In short, we ensure our operation runs smoothly and our customers around the world are happy.
Hi, I'm Jessie from Malaysia. I'm the regional project manager supporting Greater Asia Pacific region.
I'm Kei Konsei from Japan. I'm a global account manager for retail customers.
Hello, my name is Irene. I am from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I am the international project manager.
Hi, my name is Sandra from Indonesia. I'm the inside sales for global accounts in Lenovo.
My name is Joaquin. I'm based in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and I'm a global accounts project manager. Basically, we are asset facilitators or controllers of the business. We are here to ensure the customer has a good experience with us.
Hi everyone, my name is Zira from Malaysia and I am a global project manager assistant.
Science and technology have the power to break down the barriers. They provide access to education for girls in the remote areas or who may not have a school nearby. Through online learning platform, girls can learn from the best teacher in the world with just one click away.
Well, especially in today's, modern world where science and technology are very much present in our lives, I do believe that it's going to play a very important role for the girls' education because it can give them access to online tools or online resources that can empower them for the skills that they need, for their future careers.
So I believe that science and technology are decisively important tool for advancement of women, and I also believe that women's involvement in the application of science and technology will lead to beneficial and productive use by improving economy, which is also linked with poverty, health, and communication.
Technology can create a safer learning environments free from harassment. Online networks also foster community by connecting girls with mentors and peers for support. Give girls access to more resources even if they live far away or with financial limitation. With these tools, girls can learn important skills for their future jobs and have equal chances to succeed.
I think that it's a key factor for a good education or a higher level education. I think that it helps get people to start learning in a different way or in an easy way.
So these may include online educational platforms, mobile learning games, and also digital classrooms that can break geographical barriers. And speaking of geographical barrier, science and technology can also connect these goals with a lot more things beyond your hometown.
So if they are equipped with the skills and knowledge in science and technology, they will have a competitive advantage to open up their career and stay competitive in the job market to get a better salary.
Technology also allows girls to connect with role models and mentors who inspire them to dream big and pursue the career they never ever imagined that's possible to them.
So I got my MBA in US at university. I started this program in the United States before COVID attacked. COVID period, I came back to Japan and continued the education pursuit from Japan. So, and I studied via online. So thanks to the technology, I could continue this education. So I did not need to give up my educational pursuits. I feel that technology and science is a very important role to pursue the education.
Back in the Philippines, my parents didn't have the resources to send me to school. And so I became a working student, working from 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. and going to my school from 11:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. And why I did that is because my professor told me that if you stop learning today, tomorrow is the beginning of your ignorance. And I didn't want that to happen to me. And, you know, it sounds very tiring, very exhausting, but in the end, it was indeed rewarding.
Imagine a world where every girl, no matter what's her background, can explore the world, create life-changing innovation, or even solve the global challenging problem. So this is what really technology and science can do.
If I had to sum up what education means to me in one word, I would say exploration.
Empowerment.
Power. In one word, it's a weapon for a war for me.
Education in one word is priceless.
Transformations.
Aspiration. Empowerment.
My word would be freedom, because as I said, it's what makes you free to choose your path.
What does education mean to you in one word?
Future. Future?
Future. Education is about transformation.
Opportunity.
Hope. Education is power.
Wisdom.
Everything.
Priceless.
Important.
Okay, education means success.
Development. Caring.
Information.
Enhancement. Education is the key for person's success.
A gift.
It's a door.
What does education mean to you in one word?
Knowledge. Okay, good.
Thank you all so much for joining today. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.